So restorative justice is a process whereby victims or those people that have been harmed come into communication with the offender or that person that's caused the harm. It's an opportunity for victims to meet and to ask questions about what's happened, to understand why something's happened, what's led up to, what's happened, and most importantly to talk about the impact and the harm that's been caused.
Restorative justice was mentioned to us as a family following an incident where my dad sadly lost his life. So my dad was out on his bike one day and was the victim of a road traffic accident. Well, it wasn't an accident, but it was road rage. We lost him, and obviously there was another party involved because the guy that was driving the car was blamed for his injuries and for his death ultimately.
Well, for some victims, and it's not appropriate for everybody, but for some victims it offers the opportunity for somebody to give them answers to why somebody's caused them harm, to why the crime's been committed in the first place, that nobody else can give.
Restorative justice had been mentioned to us a few times, especially in the early days of like the court case and things like that. So I don't think we actually knew what we wanted to get from it right at the beginning, but I think as the restorative justice process sort of happened for us and we agreed that it might be something that would support us moving forwards, especially for me and my sister, not necessarily my mum. But I think it was kind of just listening and kind of thinking about it quite open-mindedly and thinking, is this something that's going to help us or is it not? But in all honesty, I didn't really know what to expect. I just thought life can't get any worse than what it is at the moment. So if this is something that's going to support me to move forwards, then it's got to be worth a go.
The Victims Code specifies that we need to offer restorative justice to victims, and West Yorkshire Police are really committed to making sure that we do that and provide a good service for victims of crime. And the issue of restorative justice will very soon be part of our initial needs assessment that we do with all victims of crime. So I would expect officers to think about it at 3 different points. First of all, when they first report a crime to us, I would want our officers to think about, is this the right time to offer a restorative justice and approach that with victims? It might well be that further down the line we identify an offender and that's the right time to have that conversation with the victim. And finally, when we finalise the crime, again, that's a good opportunity to have that conversation.
The minute that we were driving home in the car, I knew that we'd made the right decision. It was almost like a huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders, probably because I'd got a better understanding of how he felt, what the impact on him had been, the fact that I'd been able to say, this might have affected you, but it's really affected our family, X, Y and Z sort of thing, and see the reaction on his face.
This is about helping people move on with their lives and hopefully as well helping offenders understand the impact of what they've done.
It's scary. I went through a period in the week before I was like, I can't do it, do you know what I mean? I don't want to do it, but something inside me was saying, but you will never get this chance again. And he lived in the village next to us, so the fact that I knew that I would see him when he was out of prison and that day was looming, I just thought I'd rather do it under a controlled sort of environment, so that if I am out having a drink, with my friends or whatever, then at least I have had a chance to sort of make eye contact or whatever. I rarely think about him now. Before I thought about him a lot because I had somebody to blame, which I still have, but I kind of understand what happened on the day now and the fact that he didn't set out to kill somebody. Do you know what I mean? And what he's sort of been through as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel sorry for him, but I just have an understanding now.
Anybody can participate in restorative justice, so we don't put an age limit or a type of crime limit on it. What we do is we ask the questions of the victim, and if we think it's something that would help them and that they're willing to do, then we refer that through to Restorative Solutions.
You can find out more about restorative justice by visiting our website, which is rjwestyorkshire.org.uk. We've also got a free phone telephone number, which is 0800 783 1550. We will take referrals from victims, offenders themselves or through third-party organisations. We have a Twitter account and a Facebook account. There's also information on the police internet and intranet, as well as on the Police and Crime Commissioner's website as well. So there's a variety of different ways that people can get in contact. We've also got an email address, which is rjwestyorkshire@restorativesolutions.org.uk.